Good morning, YouTube. This is your Planet Neighborhood Master Chaos. Welcome to the party, pal. I hope you are well. It's nice to see you. It's 10 a.m. for me. It may not be wherever you are in the world. This is episode 1 of what I've decided to do. What I've decided to call, I should say, a Coffee with Chaos. It is a morning talk show, news show kind of a thing, Regis and Kathy Lee, except just Regis. I may add a Kathy Lee. Who knows what happens? But at the beginning, just me, pal. Coffee with Gas. I hope you have your nice steaming cup of coffee or tea or, I don't know, heat up a cup of soda. I don't know. Whatever you gotta do. Let's spend some time together and talk movies and other various goodies. On this episode, I'm going to be reviewing quite a few things. I'm going to be reviewing Sidekicks from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm going to be taking a look at the Magic Myth Mutilations box set, which, by the way, I've watched one of the films, and I'll give you my thoughts on that film, as well as a look at the Criterion. I believe May. Is it May or March? I don't remember exactly which one it was. I believe it's the May titles have been announced. So we'll take a look at the May titles, as well as discussing some movie news and fun stuff like that. So if you're watching live, thank you so much. If you're watching on a replay, thank you so much. Drop a thumbs up. It helps the channel very, very much. It's your ticket to the show. Let's get episode 1 off the ground, shall we? We shall.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello indeed to everyone out there in YouTube land. Episode 1, Coffee with Cass. I can't wait. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'm gonna, life, is sort of it's got its ups and downs. So I'm gonna be as consistent as possible with these. I'm trying to do 3 episodes a week: Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. Of course, we're on a Wednesday for episode 1. Friday, I'll see you again, and I'll be bringing you a review of that, soon-to-be classic. What the hell is it called? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, I think is the name of it. I've got tickets for the show, and I'll be watching that very, very soon tonight. And I'll bring you a review on Friday. And I'm hoping for good things, but you never know what's... You never really know what's going to happen when you go see these movies. But I will be bringing you a review of that down the line. So stay tuned for episode 2 for that. Fingers crossed that it's not a complete disaster. Although, if it is, then that's awesome as well. So stay tuned for that. Before we get going here, I do want to do something that I want to start doing on every show, and that is your daily good news bit. This is from Instagram. I hope it loads okay. This put a big old smile on my face. I'd love to share it with you. Hopefully it'll play okay. The doctor arrives with nervous patients to surgery to help cheer them up. Oh, man. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful way to start your day? Look at this. That's, bedside manner. I feel like that stuff is lost nowadays. That's amazing. Oh, poor little baby. Oh, gosh. Bedside manner is lost. It's a lost art. But this guy, good on him, man. Amazing. Wonderful. There you go. That's a great way to start our day. Put a smile on our face. I do want to put something on your radar real quick. I don't want you to miss out because you are my friends and I love you. And I want to make sure I get my calendar up here so I can tell you the dates. I don't want you to miss out because next Wednesday over on Lennon Hawk's channel, we will be talking. I'm going to get the thing off his face here. We're going to be talking episode 2, Super Booby Movies, the most successful review panel show I've ever had. Believe it or not. Who would have thought boobs were interesting? We're going to be talking Jailbait with C. Thomas Howell and Traces of Red with James Belushi. 2 sexy movies with 2 unsexy people. But we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to them. Bullet Blake has definitely talked up Jailbait. So we'll see. That is the 22nd of February, next Wednesday. Make sure you're over there and you'll join us for that. Then on the 28th, here on this channel is the next episode, episode 6 of All the Colors of the Dork, hosted by me with a gaggle of wonderful cinema experts as we discuss Black Rat and I Like Bats. I Like Bats was put out recently by Severin. Join us for episode 6. That is going to be the Tuesday, next Tuesday, the 28th. So join us for that. And lastly, over on Tony's channel, kicking it off March 1st, Voyage 14, the nastiest, most disgusting episode ever, featuring two of the most unlikely movies to ever feature on Voyage, Sleeping Dogs Lie and Love on a Leash. Sleeping Dogs Lie involves a woman giving a dog a BJ. No, you don't see it. So all you people out there going, oh, I can't wait to see that. You don't, from what I understand, I haven't seen the movie. You don't see it. So there's that to look forward to. Anywho, let me check in with the chat real quick. Nanette's Niceties Witching Entertainment Hideout. Hello, Master Chaos in chat. Hello. What a nice long name. Nanette, thank you for joining us. Kevin, how are you? Happy to catch you live. Always a pleasure to watch your videos. Thank you so much, Kevin. Always a pleasure to have you here. Fed78, hope all is well. Heading to work shortly. Catch you in reruns. All right. Have a great day at work. That's the fun about YouTube and replays. By the way, I make the replays fun so you can watch them at any time. I will chime in with the live chat here. I do highlight comments. I think it makes it more fun for everybody. All right, let's get to I have a to-do list. If I can find it. Why can I never find my phone when I do these things? Literally. Oh, it's in my crotch. Okay. Was it Ferrante? Oh, hey, I'm getting a call. Anthony Ferrante. Oh my God. Well, I gotta call him back. This is the director of Sharknado. Oh yeah, I'll have to call him back. All right, let's get to it. Let's do it to it. Hey, Robzilla in the house. I think let's see. We had our good news, the Blood and Honey teaser. I mentioned that. Let's do the I think we should probably start with a review. We'll start with a review and then we'll leave the unboxing for later. Okay, so I don't know that I really necessarily need to review it, but I will for those of you who aren't familiar with it. This is Sidekicks, released by a Vinegar Syndrome. I was able to get this on discount thanks to my buddy Tone Bone, Mr. Tony the Dead, who hooked me up with the discount. I didn't have to wait for a sale. You know I don't pay full price. The packaging is phenomenal. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'm sure you have, but I'll just show you, just for shits and gigs. There's that. There is a... Let me get my book out. There's a little booklet, of course, that looks like a magazine. Pretty neat. It's got Fight Like Chuck. He never uses those, but yeah. Who's that guy? Just like the movies. The hell? Anyway, it's kind of like a nice little magazine spread of the goodies. That's pretty neat. I like that. I won't read it, but it's cool to have. I might read it. I'm going through so much other reading material that I think I'm good. Sidekicks. Here's the slip. Once the box sells out, this is how you'll be able to get it. So it'll be available in it'll have double the life. Of course, this is a famous poster everyone's familiar with. Pretty lovely. It is a 4K, and it does have a reversible slip on that as whale. So, Sidekick it. Fantastic. Let's talk Sidekicks. What I'm going to do is I should put up my review of it. Let anyone in the chat watching live, I wonder, did anyone buy it? I mean, I know this has sort of been the hot title that everybody's been excited to get. Oh, by the way, before I forget, and I may forget, I'm going to add to my list. I'm going to give you guys a recommendation for something, a new discovery. Every episode I'll try to have a new discovery. Like, oh my God, I just watched this. It's fucking phenomenal. I had no idea it was so good. So I'm going to have one for you at the end of this that I think you will enjoy. I know I enjoyed the shit. Actually, there's two. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Okay, I got my Sidekicks review. It's short and sweet, but it's enough to give you an idea. Here we go. Sidekicks. Look at that. Awesome action sequence. Holy fuck, man. He's really shooting that gun. Okay. Sidekicks from 1992. It's 4 stars based off my nostalgia alone because I loved this movie as a kid and watched the shit out of my VHS. But it's really 3 stars now if I wanted to be critical because it's far from perfect and Chuck is just so awkward in this movie. Joe Piscopo and Mako are MVP. Rest in peace, Jonathan Brandis. For those of you who don't know, Jonathan Brandis, sadly, I think he took his own life years ago. Unfortunately, fighting depression and other things. You never really know what people are going through. It's sad, but he was great. I think he would have had a wonderful career, honestly, and it's a shame. But this movie is a testament to him, really, more than anything else. This is Jonathan's movie. Chuck is in it. And I think the only time, in my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel, the only time that Chuck Norris really comes alive in this movie is in the action daydreams. When you see him at the end of the movie, when he's like Chuck Norris in the tournament, he feels like a robot. There's something about him. His performance is so weird. He's never been a good actor. He's not an actor, but he's done the shit ton of movies. But his performance is so... Stoic is the wrong word. I think it's more static and like when he's fighting Piscopo, he comes alive. But when he has scenes with Jonathan, just like talking to him, he sounds like just like an automaton. I don't know. There's something almost inhuman about him. And then he disappears for like parts of that. I was like, why isn't he with the team? It's very strange to me. The whole ending was so cool, but now it rings really weird. And another element that I didn't like about the movie upon rewatching critically. As a kid, I fucking loved it. Awesome. I wanted to be Jonathan Brandis' character. How awesome is that? But watching it critically now, and I think this probably rubbed me the wrong way when I was younger. Danica McKellar's character, the girl he has a crush on, he's got the fucking stones to say, "Hey, I like you. Will you go out with me?" She's like, "I don't like you like that because you're kind of a fucking loser." But then when he gets cool and he beats up the bully, she's like, "Hey, let's go out." Man, fuck that bitch. I don't know. That really pissed me off. That really like, oh, really? That leaves a sour taste. So, critically, it's 3 stars. It's just okay. But, nostalgia-wise, I'm going to give it 4. And I'm going to land on 4. So, it is what it is. It is very much a kid's movie. And it's funny that the VSU line has sort of become a kid's line. Not that Beastmaster's a kid's movie, but it's really kid... Well, actually, no. Maybe it's not kid-friendly. But, we've had stuff like... Cloak and Dagger and Sidekicks that are very much 80s, well, this is 90s, I think, but, kids movies, kid-friendly movies. So it's curious to me that the VSU line has sort of become a de facto super packaging line for sort of kiddie movies. And maybe that was sort of their appeal anyway. At least that's what they were going for when they were discussing it. The chat is hopping here, so I want to make sure I get everybody in here. Nanette says, I love Vinegar Syndrome's artwork on their movies. They're great. Sometimes. Sometimes. Spooky Guy, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Good to have you here. Good to have everybody here. I hope everyone's doing well. Spooky Guy says, I really don't care much for VS anymore. Most of the movies aren't worth to own, and the prices are just getting outrageous. Amen. And they certainly will be doing that. Jim says, love this movie as a kid, but I'm wary of how it aged, if I still would enjoy it. Jim, I'll say that I don't enjoy it as much as I did as a kid. So take that for what you will. Joshua, what's up? Sidekicks was my biggest VS disappointment. I was expecting so much from it, and it didn't think it was bad, just boring. I think they made the kid too old. HS kid acting like that was kind of cringe. Yeah, and also another thing that really pissed me off, I have asthma. And obviously the actor didn't. And when you take a puff, the way he was taking puffs, like his mouth was open, and I was like, nah, bitch, that's not how you take an asthma puff. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. Cloak and Dagger, the VSU goat though, hell yeah, I love that movie's great. That's a movie that's aged really well. A movie is really aged well. Nanette has never seen Sidekicks. I would say I think it's on Tubi. I believe it's on Tubi. So if you want to try before you buy, I think it's a good idea. What's the best Chuck movie? Oh my god. What was the one? Probably the one where he fights Bruce Lee, although I don't like that one either. What was that? Oh gosh. I always forget the name of that one. What is the name of that? I always forget the name of this movie. Not Game of Death. It's not Fist of Fury. Well, chat, help me out. What's the Bruce Lee Chuck Norris movie? I'm blanking. Or Invasion USA. I like Invasion USA very much. Invasion USA, I think is a better movie. Way of the Dragon. Thank you very much. That's it. Invasion USA is super fun though. Mondo, what's up? Doing deliveries and listening to MC. Hit the like. Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me on, man. I hope you're doing well. And drive safe wherever you're at. Picture in picture. Hope all is well. Criterion announced today. If you want to take a look, I will. That's it's on the schedule. Oh, by the way, if you're watching a replay, I will do timestamps. So if there's something you'd rather focus on, just go to the timestamp. You don't have to watch the whole show, but certainly do appreciate it. Whose on-screen karate looked worse? Well, you know what? Brandis doesn't really fight, and he does that. Which is interesting. It's a different choice. He only, he does that thing with the bully, and it's very short. Macho just would always do this humpback thing with his his stances where he would always be humpback, which I always thought was odd. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I didn't see Brandon fighting enough, so it's gonna be a split. It's gonna be a split. Eternal says he loved Silent Rage. That is a good one. That is a good one. All right. I got a whole schedule here, so I want to make sure that I get everything in that I wanted to, because I want to make sure that you get a full show. All right. Next, you know what? Let me just give you my must-watch picks right now before I forget, because I'm gonna forget, and I want to put these on your radar. I saw a movie, motherfucking hell, dude. 5 stars, blew my mind. It's something that I remember my dad had on beta back in the day, but I never watched it. I just was never interested in it because it looked boring. Holy fuck. This thing is badass. Are you ready for this? Walking Tall. 5 stars, guys. 5 stars. Go check this movie out. It's awesome. Honestly, I think it's better than Death Wish. I think it's... honestly, I liked it better than Taxi Driver. Not cinematically. Taxi Driver is actually a better made movie, but story-wise, god damn it. Walking Tall is amazing. 100%. Vinegar Cinema releases a 4K of this. That's one I would 100% grab. Walking Tall blew my ass out. I know that sounds weird, but it's a good thing. That's a good thing. Another movie that really knocked me for a loop. Another 5-star movie that is like, oh shit. I think Kino put this out. Holy shit. Are you ready for this? Terror Squad. I think Kino has this. Terror Squad with Chuck Connors. Woo! Oh my god. This movie's insane. 5 stars. Non-stop action. It's from 1993. 1988. It's 93 minutes. Directed by Peter Maris. Holy god. Masterpiece. Non-stop action. It's basically kind of like, speaking of, Invasion USA. These criminals head to town. And, not criminals, I'm sorry, terrorists head to a small town, Indiana, and they're tearing shit up. And Chuck Connors and his cops have to stop them. Ken Foree is one of the cops. Woo! Woo! Damn it! I was so blown away. This movie's insanely good. Guys, go check out Walking Tall and Terror Squad. 2 action movies that will blow your ass in a good way. In a good way. It's insane. It's insanely good. It really blew my mind. It really blew my mind. Rob Zilla says, not The Walking Tall with The Rock. Oh no, I stay far away from that one. Spooky Guy says, I had The Walking Tall DVD and my dad loves that movie. It's based on a true story. It is based on a super tragic true story, which kind of makes the events, the movie, it's one of the most unpredictable action movies I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of movies. But that shit blew my mind. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, it's so unpredictable, and it's all true. Damn. That's some badass shit right there, man. Nanette has seen Walking Tall and has it. Nice. I love Walking Tall. I think they made 3, not including the remake. Yes, there's 3 altogether. The trilogy is rough. It's rough. The first one is the best one. Then Joe Don Baker's Buford Pusser in the first one, and then Bose Fenson becomes Buford for the next 2, and those get a little. I call them toothless. All my reviews, by the way, in detail are on Letterboxd. Link in the description. If you want to know more, do follow me on Letterboxd there. Buford is replaced by Bose Fenson, and the movie becomes a little toothless. The first one's really violent, and there's tons of nudity. And the second one almost feels like a PG movie. I mean, it's a little more violent than the third. The third one is almost like a drama. It's the worst one in my opinion. It's still good because it's still part of the story, but it gets weird toward the end. The first one's the best. At the end of the day, that's where I'll leave it. But yeah, Terror Squad, Walking Tall. Holy God. Planet Mondo says you gotta do a new series called Movies That Blew My Ass. I will, but then I won't be able to put it on YouTube because then YouTube will be like, "Whoa, that's not allowed on YouTube. You cannot do it. You cannot do it." All right. So yeah, so good. I wanted to get those out of the way before I forget. Okay, let's do an unboxing. This is something I've been looking forward to for like a year. I feel like I've waited this long for this box set. I'm gonna put this over here for a second because I have a lot to talk about. This is where's the best way? Okay, right here. This is Myth, Magic, and Mutilation. Finally, the micro-budget cinema of Michael J. Murphy. Who's that? I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. It's a new guy. Well, new to me anyway. Like that old NBC. If you haven't seen it, it's new to you. Look, there's 6,000 made. I don't know if this means it's selling out, but I got 5,537. That's pretty good. Or is it? Let's open it up. I love these little slips that they put on their things to keep the movies from falling out. Oh, but they don't have to worry about anything. Look at this. This thing is not budging. It is tight. Remember that. It is tight in there, okay? Like literally, like this. I'm not even mugging. Like, okay, I'm going to take one at a time. Jesus Christ. They're tight in there. What you do get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 5 Amaray cases. They look like this. You've probably seen a ton of unboxings, so I'm not going to spend too much time. There's 2 discs per package. Now, this set is a bit of a lie. I'm going to tell you that right now. At least as far as I'm concerned. It says, where does it say it? I thought I would say it here. It said 26 movies. Let's set it here. Maybe it says it here. Anyway, yeah, it says it's 26 movies. And they're not all movies. They're short films. In my opinion, I don't consider a short film a movie. It is a short subject. I'm not a fan of short subjects. So that doesn't count as 26 movies. How many movies are in here? Maybe we will count. Picture in Picture says, the nicest thing I can say about those Murphy films is that I can't wait for your reviews. Well, I'll tell you what. I will not be reviewing all the box set because I just can't sit through another box set of junk that I didn't like. But I will be reviewing them individually here and there on the Coffee with Chaos morning show. On this disc, well, 2 discs, on this Amaray case, the 2 discs here, there is only one feature. It is Secrets. It's on the first disc. But as you can see, and again, I don't know how good the camera is, most of those run times are very short. 14 minutes. For the longest short is 59 minutes. There's a 57, 47, 88 is the longest movie on here. So I'm only going to be watching one thing on this disc. I'm not watching those shorts, man. I don't have time for that. This isn't a film festival. This is my life. Okay, this is the second disc. This is the one where I watched the film from. I'm bringing a review of Qualen, the Hereafter, in a moment. But I'm going to go through the box set first. Here is the inside's the same kind of deal. 2 discs, Amaray case, a little artwork in the back. On here, you actually do get 4 features. Hey, all right, fantastic. Qualen, Bloodstream, Death Run, and Tristan, Legend of a Hero, which is the longest one on here and the one I'm least looking forward to. I don't know why. Just the name just I'm not interested in that. Okay, then disc 3. This is actually the first time I'm looking through it. Avalon, Moonchild, Torment, Atlantis. Look at that bloody face. How many of these are features? They all are. Okay, great. Maybe that first disc was the only, like, little bloody face dude right there. 2 discs. I haven't seen anything here, so I can't tell you, but maybe, just maybe on a future episode, I'll bring you something. This is the next disc. Second Sight, Road to Nowhere, The Rite of Spring. Another fucking Tristan story. Is this guy, like, addicted to... Is this the same fucking guy? Yeah, Tristan. What is that? Is he like a... He's got like 800 Tristan stories. What the shit? Is it the same movie? No. 1986, 1999. I guess he fucking remade it? Why? Okay, whatever. These are all shot on 16mm, by the way, so they are film, but they look like ass. I gotta tell you right now. The one I watched, it wasn't remastered. All they had was a VHS dupe. So don't buy these thinking you're gonna get beautiful 4K quality scans. These are just rough ass, kind of like what Seven does sometimes. But I guess if you want the movie, you gotta do what you gotta do. Second Sight, Road to Nowhere, Rite of Spring, and Tristan. All features. Fingers crossed that at least one of them is good. I'll tell you what, my enthusiasm for this box set has dropped considerably, knowing that first disc is mostly shorts. Here you go. Rocky, Scare, what the fuck is that? ZK3, Necros, Isle of the Dead, which I hear is fun, and Return of Alan Strange. These are all features? Yes, thank God. These are all features. As you can see here, there's like a little brain dude. I don't know what that is, but it is what it is. And then you got 2 little discs. And these are region free, FYI, ABC. So feel free to get it if you're interested in. I mean, unless it's sold out. I don't know. I've got 500 something, 5,000 something. So maybe it's going out. I don't know. Boy, I waited a long time for that. A long time. Yeah, Robzilla, I agree. It took forever. And I ordered it through Diabolic because it was cheaper. And the shipping and all that. So I had to wait even longer than most people. Joshua says, I saw a great article about where to start with the MJ Murphy. One of the employees of the Indicator shared. Sounds interesting. Some of his films are apparently Hitchcock-inspired thrillers. Stoked for those. Actually, there is one that I'll be talking about today that is basically a Hitchcockian type of thing. And we will get into that in a moment. I'm going to put these back here. There is a booklet, of course, which is a neat cover. Well, the glare is really bad on that. But anyway, here you go. There's anyway, guy with the camera. I believe this is Michael Murphy himself. Which, by the way, in the movie I saw, he went under a different name. It was Michael Mucklin or something. Anyway, so that's really lengthy-ass book on Michael Murphy. Like, it's mostly cast and crew credits, pictures. Is this it's a zombie eating a slug or something? It's over 100 pages. Pretty sweet. And hopefully it bodes well for some background information. But let me tell you why I'm not happy with this box set. So I'm going to put everything in, just how it comes, okay? Just so you know. Maybe, well, I'll leave this one sticking out because I'm reviewing that movie. But I'm going to put everything in, just how it goes. Just leave it sticking out because you saw it was hard to take out, okay? This is everything, right? When I get this in the mail, this came with it separate. Well, these are the postcards, right? This is the stuff that, throw a little extras, a little lobby cards or whatever. Say, oh, cool. So I'm going to open them for you right now. I'll tell you why I'm pissed off in a moment. Hang with me. I'm trying to build a story here. Okay, let's see. Oh, the glare is pretty bad. Anyway, it is white, so we'll just move on. Nothing on the back. These are posters for his movies. Avalon. Well, that's a terrible poster. Moonchild. That's a good poster. Torment. Are they all the same? There's just like a little picture in the middle. Invitation to Hell, which is a short film on the first disc. I mean, that's where the cover comes from, the little demon guy. That. And then a double header. The Last Night and Invitation to Hell. Of course, a double header because they're short. So here is the problem. Are you ready for this? Why did this come separate? Why? Oh, well, the printing. I didn't get in time, so you still get it. Okay. Ready for this? It doesn't fit in the box set. Doesn't fit. I'll tell you, look. I'm going to try. Like, it doesn't freaking go, man. It doesn't fit. Like, I have to really, like, you saw how tight it is to get the damn movies out there? If I wanted to jam these in there, like, literally does not fit in here. Like, I think they're bigger than the goddamn box itself. Well, no. So this is what I have to do. I have to jam them in there. And then it'll be impossible to take the goddamn movies out. So, I'm not going to put them in there. Oh, well, you know what I could do? Go with me. Go with me on this. I know I'm stressing this out, but there's a reason. They usually come in the Amway case, right? Yeah. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do it together. I mean, assuming you have these, but most likely you do not. I put in the Amway case because they usually come in here, right? Okay. What? Oh, it doesn't fit in the Amway case? What? No, it doesn't fit in the Amway case. As a matter of fact, it's bigger than the fucking case. So, my friend, where do I put these? Where do I put these? It's a giveaway. It'll be a giveaway or in the trash because I have no room for them. Kip says they shipped separately because it was the pre-order bonus. Well, they should have made it easier to put in somewhere. Bonus or not, it's just going to take up space. So that's, make them smaller, man, so I can put them in my fucking Amway case. Oh, well, whatever. If I do a giveaway, that'll be included. If anybody wants posters of Michael J. Murphy. All right, let's talk Qualen, the Hereafter. This was one that I believe was talked about kind of highly by a few folk. And I said, all right, I'll start there because I wanted to watch a feature, and it was technically the first feature of the box set. Let me get my review up here. It's nice and fresh in my head because I literally just did it. All right, hold on to your butts. Hereafter, let's go. I watched this movie and I still have no idea what a Qualen is. And if they even mentioned the word in the movie, I completely missed it. This movie is at odds with itself when it comes to quality. It's absolutely one of the most shoddily directed movies I've ever seen, to the point that it makes Ray Dennis Steckler look like Kubrick. But at the same time, it's got a fantastic script with some pretty wonderful dialogue. That script is frustrating, however, because 45 minutes into the film, it takes a turn that kind of lessens the fun of the movie and turns it into a standard thriller that we've seen a dozen times before. But then the movie takes a couple of other unique character twists that allow the cliche storyline to take on a life of its own. This isn't really a horror movie, so prepare yourselves going in. For a movie that runs 88 minutes, it does feel a little too long in parts, and it loses steam about halfway through. But it did continue to keep me mildly engaged throughout. What really stuck out to me was how badly directed it was. Screen direction is a mess, the camera has no idea where it needs to be, and despite a few interesting shots, the film feels like an amateur student film. It's not a terrible piece of crap because the script saves it quite a bit, but it's ultimately a badly made and dull movie. 2 stars. 2 stars for the Hereafter. Man, this guy is terrible at directing. I'm sorry, but and hopefully he improves. Now this is 83. So is this going in order? It's interesting. It looks like it is. The box set is going in order. So this is after a ton of short films and 1 feature. Here's hoping he improves because it was a mess. There's a thing called the 180 line, which is, I'm not going to get into details now, but in filmmaking, there's a 180 line, and you have to, if actors are talking to each other, everyone has to be on the same line so that it doesn't look like they're both on one side of the screen. If one person's talking to an actor and then it cuts and this person's on the same line, it's a jarring effect. It's a thing. But I'm not going to get into it. It's a technical thing, but I noticed it a lot, and you may not notice it, but because I do this, I pay attention to little things like that. Qualen, Hereafter, 2 stars. Doesn't bode well for the rest of the box set. I'm leaving it like this so it's easier to take out when I watch more. Man, fail in my opinion. Extra or not, it should fit. Hey, Rainbow Fright in the house. What's up, Rainbow Fright? Guys, go check out her channel. She's awesome. She is a wonderful human being, and she is a part of my new review show, which is kicking off, I believe, in March, called Guilty Pleasures. Well, me and a group of friends, TC will be on there, as well as LD, and Lady Shasha from What Did I Just Watch? By the way, go check out her channel. We're going to get together and we're going to share our Guilty Pleasures. Episode 1, I'll tell you now, is Demon of Wind and Demon of Warp. Two of my favorite weirdo movies that aren't good, but are good to me. Kip says, I received mine Monday and went to the first disc, and he definitely had talent, mostly silent. You thought the camera work was amazing? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I'm going to watch The Invitation to Hell because that's a short, and that's on the cover, so I'll watch that one. Rainbow Fry says, frame them. I would frame them if I like the movie, but I have too much shit on my walls. The rest of my house looks like this, by the way, so my wife will not have it. Let's see. Oxdub, what's up? What's it going to take to get daily videos, MC? Oh, man. I can't do it. I cannot do it, man. I can't. I really can't. And you know what bums me out about daily videos? The channel didn't grow as much as I wanted to, doing a year of daily content. The channel's flatlined for me, but I'm hoping to inject some life with the Coffee with Chaos show. Have Cheetah will travel in the chat. He says, happy birthday to Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, hey, great. I hope you're well, buddy. Picture in Picture says, why am I not surprised he's terrible? Highlines are the very basics of directing. I mean, I don't want to judge after one movie, but boy, I was very unimpressed with that one. Did you know there's a movie called Hereafter? I absolutely did, and it's another terrible movie. That's probably Clint's worst movie. Yeah, not good. Anyway, moving on. Let me see. What else did we do here? I'm gonna look at my list of schedule. Keep the train rolling. Let's talk movie news real quick. This is interesting stuff as far as I'm concerned. Did you know? I got my tickets. Scream 6 is coming out in 3D. 3D. Is this now? I'm gonna put my cynical hat on. I usually have it on anyway. But is this a desperate move to gain more money? Yes. Because it might even be a conversation where it's like, hey, if we release a 3D version, we could make, 10 extra million or something. I don't know. Just tossing a number. We can make 10 million more if we release it in 3D. It would only cost us $1 million to prepare 3D prints. Let's do it. I don't fucking care. I'm excited. I think the trailer looks good. I wasn't a big fan of 5, but I'm hoping this movie will redeem that movie, and this one will continue in a satisfying way, even though Sydney's not in it, and she is, in my opinion, the heart of the fucking franchise. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, at this point, they could botch it. Big time, and then that's it. But in 3D, I'm definitely excited to at least experience it in 3D. It's also the longest Scream movie. I believe. Yes, it's going to be 123 minutes, 2 hours and 3 minutes. So 3 minutes will be credits. So it's 2 hour long movie. Let's see. Scream 2 is at 2 hours. So Scream 6 is not only going to be released for the first time. We're going to see Ghostface in 3D, but it's the longest Scream movie. I'm excited. I've got tickets for the fan event, which is happening, I think, the day before. Well, it's the Thursday. It releases on the 9th. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to experience Ghostface in 3D. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but Sean says that's a long runtime. Yeah, I like it. I'm happy that it's long. What's up, bro? Bullet Blake, how are you, man? I hope you are well. Chia says directors critiquing each other interesting, and I approve. Absolutely. I mean, that's of course. Listen to anybody, any filmmaker talking about their favorite movies. There's a reason it's a favorite movie. I just read Tarantino's book. I have so much more respect for him now. because I thought he liked everything, but he's as cynical and as picky as I am, and he will say this is a shit ass movie, this is a lousy movie, and this director doesn't know what he's doing. And I was like, man, all right, okay, good. So it's not just me. Hey, art should be critiqued from all sides. That's just how it is. And Nanette says, Scream, it's coming out in 3D in some places, but I know that if you live in Canada, you will not be able to see it in 3D there. Really? Oh, that's weird. And they filmed it in Canada, which is very... that's why it's not going to feel like New York to me, because I know it's Toronto. That's interesting. You can't see it in 3D in Canada. That's weird. Have Cheetah says, Sydney will be in it in the last scene or mid-credit. They don't normally do mid-credits. I don't think she's in it. I don't know if you've kept up with the whole thing, but they didn't pay her. So she's like, screw that guy. Screw that production company. They're not going to pay me, so I won't be in it. I doubt, 100% doubt she's in it. I don't think she's in it. Especially after she shit-talked Paramount. I don't think so. Brent, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. That really means the world to me. Remember to leave me a thumbs up, by the way. Ticket to the show. So I'm excited for a 3D Scream. I don't know if you guys are in the chat. Let me know. I'm excited for that. I hope the movie's good. I really am pulling for the movie because I like the franchise and I don't want it to fail. But boy, it's got a lot going against it. Let's talk some more movie news real quick. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Reviews are in. Critics' consensus. Quantumania mostly lacks the spark of fun that elevated early adventures, but Jonathan Majors' Kang is a thrilling villain poised to alter the course of the MCU. This movie's not even out yet, and it's at a 53%. Damn. Let's take a little sip of our coffee here and let that sink in. To the point that reviewers like Grace Randolph, a big comic book person, is saying you don't even need to see it. You don't even need to see it. That's crazy. Crazy to me. Let's see. I'm gonna read it. Let me just read the first four here because it blows my mind. I don't really remember. I don't really recognize any critics anymore. I don't follow this as much, but I find it interesting that the consensus is so high. Ollie Richards from Time Out. Marvel's mini-hero is back in a movie that's all scale, no fun. Yikes. Jake Cole from Little White Lies. The post-Endgame MCU continues to be a slog. Mike LaSalle from San Francisco Chronicle. Ant-Man isn't an example of bad comedy. It's bad drama, bad science fiction, and a waste of everyone in it, including Evangeline Lilly and Michael Douglas. Derek Smith from Slant Magazine says Quantum Mania feels less the start of a new phase of Marvel films than a tired retread of adventures we've already been on. Yikes. And I was going to go watch it. I think my daughter was sort of a Marvel fan. I think she's sort of lost touch with it, really. I gave up after, what did I see? Well, I guess Spider-Man. I was like, I'm done. I think I'm good. I haven't watched anything in theaters. I didn't watch Black Panther, none of those. I was looking forward to this because I like Paul Rudd quite a bit. But yikes. If it sucks that bad, I ain't going to watch it. Another movie that I'm really disappointed in, I wanted to watch this so bad. Marlowe. Dude, you got an amazing team behind it. Neil Jordan directing. William Monahan wrote it. Liam Neeson, Jessica Lange, Alan Cumming, Diane Houston, Diane Kruger. What a fucking cast. 21%. Audience score 40. Oh my god. Is it that shit? I mean, he doesn't look like Marlowe in my opinion. I feel like Liam Neeson's a little old looking. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Top 4 reviews here because this is blowing my mind. Nick Shager, Daily Beast says, while the star adequately acquits himself. Okay, so he's good. Neil Jordan's Throwback Noir is a cover song that knows all the notes but can't capture its predecessor's spirit. You can see that. A.O. Scott, New York Times. The cast is large, and the costume and set designers have been kept busy with period details, but Marlowe neither dutifully copies nor cleverly updates detective movie tropes. Alonso Duralde from The Wrap says merely cosplays a 1930s detective movie, taking us from two-fisted private dick to icy rich client to corruption among the powerful, as though we hadn't seen all this countless times before. Oh, wow. Barry Hertz, Globe and Mail says, a detective movie so pulpy that it will make you choke. Yikes! Oh, man, that's a shame. All right, well, I guess I'm not seeing either of those in theaters, although I do have tickets, like I said, for this movie, which honestly looks awful. It looks really bad, but it could be genius. Oh, it's an hour and 40 minutes. Well, Jesus Christ, that's long. Well, it better be worth it. You better bring the pain. Oh, there are some reviews. EJ Moreno says, twisting an iconic childhood icon into a horror film should be fun, but why does this feel so cruel? There's something off here with this low-budget indie horror. Luke Buckmaster, looks like he liked it. Pooh's new role as a monstrous killer is a beautiful thing, reminding us that pop culture's infinite cycle is and must be more powerful than any single capitalist endeavor. Interesting. I guess he liked it. That's a weird take on it. Brian Orndorff from Blu-ray.com. They had reviewers. It certainly wouldn't kill Frank Waterfield to put some genuine effort into his features, giving the curious something more to enjoy than simplistic exploitation sold with lunch money budget. Oh, jay, that's not good. Pedro Paunero says, an opportunistic film, funny due to its lack of spirit, that would pass for a joke, except we see it as it really is. Vapid entertainment without authentic aspirations. That's what I mean, that Winnie the Pooh is that's so stupid looking. That's got to be a guy in a mask, right? Like, I mean, obviously it is, but I mean, in the movie, that actually are they gonna tell me that that's a fucking bear? That looks so bad. Well, okay, I'll tell you why I'm going. It's playing at a Cinemark. It's a Fathom event. You don't have the Umbrella pre-ordered already? No. I wanted to see this shit first. Man. I did not want to, I did not want to, pay for it. I don't think I needed it on physical media. Neeson is too old for Marvel. I agree, Patrick. I agree. The reason I'm going is to playing at a Cinemark theater. The main reason, again, going back to Scream, Cinemark, by the way, heads up, has Ghostface popcorn buckets. Boom! Ghostface popcorn buckets, I'm in. They've got Ghostface sippers, and they've got a little plushie. I don't know if I'm going to get the plushie, but I'm definitely going to get the shit out of that popcorn bucket and a little sipper because I love Ghostface. I actually had a giant Ghostface head. I don't know where he went. Oh, here he is. Look. I got this. When the first movie came out, this was put out by Party City. This is always with me. I love Ghostface. I love him very much. So, whenever possible, I'm going to try and get as much merch as I can because I remember the lean years for Ghostface fans, Scream fans, where there was no merch. No merch. You would scour the internet. Nothing. Maybe a t-shirt. Now, it's all over the place thanks to Fun World licensing the face. We get them everywhere. I think Cavity Colors is releasing a new line of Scream 6 merch, which I'll cover on here on a future episode, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, so that's movie news. Wanted to bring it up because that really made maybe he's gonna take notice. Movies nowadays, man, you never can tell. Let's see another happy video. Let's see another fun happy video. Let's see this one. Is this playing? Okay, hold on. Aww. That's crazy that she was rolling on that. Oh, look at her face. Aww. I hope you... Aww. Oh. Aww. I love this. This makes me happy, man. That's so powerful. That makes me so happy, man. Amazing, amazing. I love sharing that. By the way, that's gonna happen every show. I'll put a little sunshine in your life. Um, that makes me very happy. Rohan said the director said viewers have to assume it's a real bear. Did he really say that? Oh, that's crazy. Mr. Bones, you have to go. You have to go and see Wet One. Said last night OGP stream. He has plans to go with you. Yeah, Wet Movie may go, and we'll do a review for probably his channel. If he's not tired, he'll be coming with me for sure. He'll be coming with me. Alrighty. Well, that was beautiful. That made me happy. All right, let's talk. Let's talk physical media as we wind up the first episode here. I'm gonna go about an hour. That's kind of what I want to do with these coffees with chaos. Make sure merch, by the way, is available. Get your coffee cup now and drink along with me. Java is good. Real quick, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but I do want to put this on your horizon. Arrow has a up to, I think it's up to, right? Up to 60% off sale. So not everything is 60% off, but there is a good deal. If there's still some Arrow titles you need to buy, always they drop new shit, and there's stuff you need to get. $35. Holy God, that's a deal. For the Wild Things 4K, that's a good deal. Hills Have Eyes, that's a movie that doesn't really need 4K in my opinion. Lots of great stuff on here. And ridiculous prices. RoboCop $17. Most likely you have that already, but the Deep Red 4K Ultra $30. I don't think I need it. Count Yorga set. Maybe I'll do a review of that next time because I did go through that set. Next episode, I'll do a review of the Count Yorga set. I'll show you that one. Let's see. Lots of good stuff here. So go to arrowvideo.com. You'll see the banner at the top. Shawscope is $90. That shit did not sell out. I still haven't bought the second one, and I don't think I will. I didn't love the first one enough to invest in it. I'll never return to that first one, so... but if you liked it, you know, don't jump on the volume 2 just yet. It's not going to sell out. Wait for it to go on sale. Look, $90. That's a deal. That's a deal. The Gamera boxes are here as well. Society, everyone needs to buy this. $17. So good. If you haven't seen Society, this is my #1 recommend. So good. It'll blow your ass through the wall. Yokai Monsters is a really fun box set. And then we got 16 pages of stuff. There's enough stuff for you to enjoy here. I don't recommend Two Witches. That was terrible. I did not like that. Personally, I was not a fan. Yeah, good stuff. My Stepmother's an Alien. That's another recommend. I don't recommend the Sherbrol box sets. I reviewed those separately. Was not a fan of those. Anyway, so yeah, so that's good news for you looking for a discount. This is going to go up to the 20th, which I believe is next Monday. So President's Day. So you have a whole week to enjoy some discount. Oh, look at that. Woo, I can control the power. Okay, now let's go to Criterion. May titles announced. This just dropped literally when I was getting ready for the show, and I'm like, well, I gotta add it because that's the way to go out. I'm a Criterion guy. I've been a massive Criterion fan from the beginning. So I'm very excited. So it's this top row here. So we get a couple. Oh fuck! Is this a 4K? Ah, motherfuck me! Well, it doesn't need 4K, but I just bought the fucking Blu-ray of this thing. It's really good. It's really damn good. Anything by Seijun Suzuki is fantastic. Joe Shishido is one of my favorite actors from this era. This is an amazing goddamn movie. It is a Yakuza assassin movie. So goddamn good. Highly recommend it. I don't think you need it in 4K, though. Wings of Desire, I own the Blu-ray. I think that's good enough. This is a wonderful movie. Beautiful, beautiful movie. It's about an angel who falls in love. Fantastic. Fantastic movie. I believe it's German or French. I don't remember exactly. Wim Wenders, so I think it is German. I don't think there's any new features. I think it's the same thing as the Blu-ray in terms of content, because I mean the 4K is really the only thing you'll be adding, because the 4Ks don't usually have special features beyond commentaries. But Wings of Desire, another movie I highly recommend. I think it's a beautiful movie. It's a very unique love story. Highly recommend. Targets, fuck yeah! I'm excited for this. This is the movie I've been wanting for a long time. Boris Karloff, Peter Bogdanovich, together again for the first time. This is a badass movie. Absolutely grabbing this during the July half-off sale. Really great stuff. Really great stuff. 90 minutes, 1968. Here's a little read-up right up on it. Old Hollywood collides with new Hollywood and screen horror with real-life horror in the startling debut feature from Peter Bogdanovich. Produced by Roger Corman, this chillingly prescient vision of American-made carnage casts Boris Karloff as a version of himself, an aging horror movie icon whose fate intersects with that of a seemingly ordinary young man on a psychotic shooting spree around Los Angeles, charged with provocative ideas about the relationship between mass media and mass violence. Targets is a model of maximally effective filmmaking on a minimal budget and a potent first statement from one of the defining voices of the American New Wave. I mean, that kind of sounds like it's very new wavy, Easy Rider-esque. I don't think it. I wouldn't really call it that. It's a lean and mean Hitchcockian thriller about an assassin, and Boris Karloff is in it. He plays basically himself, and he's sort of caught up in this sniper thing, and it's definitely a prescient movie nowadays because of all the sadly actual mass shootings happening in America. But that's a winner chicken dinner. Has my highest recommend. Petite Maman. This is a new movie. I don't know anything about it. You're only going to get it on Blu-ray and DVD. 73 minutes. That's short. Celine Sciamma's follow-up to Portrait of a Lady on Fire transcends time and space to weave a delicately emotional fable about grief, family, and connection across generations. In the week of her grandmother's death, 8-year-old Nellie accompanies her distraught mother to her childhood home. There, Nellie's encounter with another young girl brings mother and daughter together in a way neither could have imagined, evoking childhood's perpetual state of wonder through luminous, richly textured images. Petite Maman takes viewers on a journey inward for a quietly miraculous tale of emotional time travel. So I think the girl she meets in the woods is the mom when she's young. At least that's my take on it. It is called Petite Maman, which is Little Mom. So that's what I'm thinking. David Becker agrees. Targets is a true classic. Absolutely, man. Joshua Anders says, just got the early Suzuki Arrow sets and watched Ziggeweisen from him last night. Incredible. Suzuki is incredible. He's great. His filmmaking is alive, man. Like, that's the fucking thing. Like, that guy had electricity in his veins. That's the shit that when I look at stuff like this, Michael J. Murphy's, I'm like, oh, boring. Give me some, inject some fucking life, man. You're making a movie. Kick the shit out of it, bro. Planet Mondo says sale prices nowadays are dog shit. They're basically regular price. Absolutely. And we're going to see that more and more and more and more. Sadly. All right. Last to be announced, Thelma and Louise. 4K, I assume. Yeah. 4K Blu-ray and Blu-ray on 129 minutes from 1991. I'll probably grab this at some point. This is a pretty fun movie. I love that cover. That's probably the best cover they've had in a while. Two Women, A Turquoise Thunderbird, The Ride of a Lifetime. With his pop culture landmark, screenwriter Callie Curry, and action auteur Ridley Scott rewrote the rules of the road movie, telling the story of two best friends who find themselves transformed into accidental fugitives during a weekend getaway gone wrong. Everybody knows it. Everybody, I think for the most part, loves it. Look at this incredible list of special features here. Music videos, 2 commentary tracks. Oh, one with Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon. Now that's fun. That would be fun. Anyway, so that's May for Criterion. I'm excited for Targets. That's a definite winner. And I pretty much highly recommend everything except Petite Maman, which I haven't seen, and it might be good, but that's up to you to decide. Okay, that's it. That's the first Coffee with Chaos. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. A nice way to start the day. Nice cup of coffee, hanging with you, talking movies. So expect this, hopefully, 3 times a week, coming down the line. Next up, Friday. I'll see you Friday, barring any accidents, the 17th, February 17th. And I'll be bringing you a review of Blood and Honey, review of the Yorga box set, and whatever movie news drops in my way. I'm going to check in with the chat one last time. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Vince says, I will definitely be getting the Criterion Targets Blu-ray. Have an old DVD of that movie, and it's great. He should have received an Oscar, but it is what it is. It is what it is. A lot of people should have gotten Oscars that never did. Rohan says, get Evil Ed if you don't have it. There you go. It's recommended from Rohan. I liked Evil Ed. I don't need to own it, though. But it does recommend from him. Sean says, 2 hot ladies. Yes, indeed. 2 good-looking ladies. Daikatana is having a little Jack Daniels. Well, good. If that's the way you start your morning, well, good luck to you and your liver. Okay, pals. Thanks for joining me on this inaugural episode, the first voyage here on Coffee with Cass. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have you here, and I hope to have you here again next time. Remember, wherever you are, I'm thinking about you. Until we meet again, have a great day, and keep the coffee warm. And whatever you do, hold off on this until you hear from me again.
Yeah. Y'all ready